Hello, hello everyone. Today, my so today we have to solve the question of check palindromic strings. What is a palindrome and what is a palindromic strings? I have already uploaded video on YouTube. Actually, that is not a YouTube video. That's a private meeting of that I had done. It was for the private users, but I had given the link in my post. So please access that link and just understand how I explain that thing. So today I'm here to do a quick revision. Like you people, for example, you people just get the idea and do it on your own. It's not an hard question. So I do not want to take much time for this question. First of all, okay. So let's see. For example, first I want to tell that which method like you should use in it. So there are two methods, a two-pointer approach. It uses constant extra space, big O of n, and demonstrates the understanding of pointer manipulation. Although Python slicing solution is shorter, it creates an additional string. It requires big O of n extra space. Since Python provides slicing the expression, this creates a reversed copy of the string. And if the reverse string is equal to the original string, then it is a palindrome, and with the complexity of big O of n, and space also big O of n because a new reverse string is created. Okay, so this much of part I'm speaking verbally. Now let me explain you that what I wanted to say. So the thing is, see, see, there is one challenge in this. The chat that is the reason I picked from Naukri.com, since not at any other way, any from any other site. At Naukri.com, the thing is that I have to do it with uh, removing extra white spaces. See, what is the meaning of these white spaces? Let me make you understand. First, I'm writing the simple code of it of palindromic strings. Uh, okay, so is it working? Okay, initiating. Okay, so let me understand. So right is equals to left is equals to 0. Both are the pointers and length of s and minus 1. And while left is greater than right, if string of left is not equals to right, string of right. See, they from left and right we have to check the common points. If they're not matching, then we have to return false. Like there's one point they are not matching. See, okay, so we have to return the false. If they are matching, then what we will do? We will just increase the length of the pointers. We'll increase the length of the pointers like this. Okay, increase the pointers like this. So then at last, what we have to do? We have to just return true. Return true. And let me submit the code. Either I have to log in. Okay. Mhm. There is a problem. I use OTP. So let's log in at gmail.com. Now I would be submitting it. Yes. Okay. See, since you can see after login. Since you can see there is one problem that line 2 is passing the error that is from line 2 and line 12. The syntax, it's invalid syntax ways. Okay, now it could not give this invalid syntax. Okay, since now like I since now it is working. So, but it is working. All desired output should be yes, 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 no. But all outputs are no. If I will run these test cases again and submit it from my code. So let us understand what is the problem, why it is giving wrong answer. None of the test cases are passed. So expected output are yes, 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 and return is true. The the problem that I think I'm getting this problem because see these failed test cases are coming since we have to check the palindromic string. But here in this palindromic string, the problem that is arising is the concept of might be something like it is why it is giving so that I think that see its C1 is $0 added EED OLC. Okay, so it is but and from back also it would be giving the same. Okay, so my why my one is giving see my output is getting no and it should be yes because I think it is preferring the either it is preferring the white spaces. That is my intuition that it is preferring the white spaces. Okay, that is the reason it is not giving my the test cases right. So, so for that thing, I can use one concept in Python itself that removing the white spaces. Okay, so if I will be using this concept, may my answer can get right. Then how we are going to do that? This lesson over here. Oh, internet is working so slow. Okay, till then, just I just want to make the you understand the code, what the code is saying and how the code is working. See, if you're doing the same problem in your lead code, they will be giving you the right answer. So let us understand how can actually just uh, we solve this problem. So problem was that uppercase first of all for this question. Could you open my whiteboard? Okay. So upper first of all, the first point that should be noted: uppercase and lowercase letters that could be A, comma A, digits. So these digits are failing. Uppercase and lowercase letters are because due to digits are failing. We have to give the condition of uppercase letters and lowercase letters. For example, there is a concept of split in Python that uppercase dot split, upper lower dot split. So we can use that concept in Python for a problem. Okay. Okay. Digits 1, 2. And we have not used anything for digits. We are just using for strings. So basic string question, it will work perfectly, but for not for all the problems. Spaces, as I told you about spaces. Again, special characters. So this is not a simple palindromic check. We have to ignore spaces. We have to ignore special characters. Ignore the difference the uppercase and lowercase letters. I will show you the example also. But first of all, before doing moving to the towards the example, I would say rather this. Okay, remove this whole code. Now start from here. Left is equals to 0. Again, right is equals to length of string minus 1. And while left of right and not string of right and not string of right. Sorry, while left should be lesser than right. The left pointer is lesser than the right pointer, and not string of right, string of left. Sorry, it's not a string of right, string of left again. Left string of left dot is dot is alphanumeric. Alpha numeric. String of alphanumeric and not string of left of and string of left a string of alphanumeric. Increase the left pointer while left is lesser than right and not not string of right dot is alphanumeric. So it is avoiding. See, first of all, we have to ignore special characters. That means it should not be alphanumeric. This is the condition of alphanumeric. It should not be alphanumeric. So right, it should move backward again for checking. Again, put the condition. Now, okay. Now, since we have used both the loops, so we can check the conditions. Okay. String of left dot lower string dot right dot lower. Then so they now we have to keep the mind of keep in mind that we have also have to check that the letters are upper in the uppercase and the lowercase. So we have to trim that part also. Left. So that the concept is easy, but you have to know many functions, many approaches. The approach is very simple, but many functions. So this is a very small point, and but this can make a whole problem wrong if you're not keeping these things in mind. At last, you have to return to. Okay, then I will run the code. Okay, hold this case the runtime error. Okay, submit it. Last case check previous submissions. Runtime error. At line 2 from import, line 23, link indentation error, indentation does not match outer indentation level. Okay, line 2. This is the problem. Okay. Hmm. Now, okay. Again, the test cases are failing. Okay. If we debug with this, this coding ninjas, what is my yeah, my output always say no even of test cases if check dot number or are you converting all characters from lowercase and Nori symbols to this. I don't know. I'm just ignoring the symbols and before checking for palindrome. Although direct checking is not allowed over here. Try using character dot each number. Try. So I have to check what is the problem. So let's remove this. Now we let's check this. Where are we doing wrong? Where are we doing wrong? Okay. See, and now the problem that I can debug over here is that it might be that I have not used the main external condition. What is that external condition? First, I have to remove this because I can still show me the intention error. That the main loop that will compare. The problem is that while of left is lesser than right is the missing the outer loop. I have not put the outer loop because of that comparison only happens once instead of repeatedly checking the entire string. So it is this outer loop always checks for or whole it's for checking for whole number or whole test cases, but I forgot to implement it over here. Okay, no use. I can simply do this and not think of left dot is alphanumeric and alphanumeric left increase the pointer left greater than right again, taking over here again and not string of right, string of right or not. Is it again? See, if again we have to check is or by this condition is alphanumeric or not. If it is an alphanumeric not, then decrement this right pointer. String of left dot lower string string of right dot lower. Okay, then return false as usual. Okay, after returning false as usual, make the pointers run. So for checking, this is understood that I will use left pointer, then I use my right pointer for decrement, taking from right from backwards. Then I would return the whole part as true. I would return the whole part as true. May it work now? May it work? Since my code was right, uh, let me check again if anything is wrong or not. Let us check first. Let us check. I think problem. I think still it will not pass because the TLE is coming. Okay, okay, okay. Because I'm sticking everything inside this while loop, and that is not allowed. Okay, 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 okay. Then false, false. Okay. Now I should check. Okay. Now this got passed. This case got passed. Okay. Okay. Let me submit it. Again, it is giving me the error. So this is the difficulty of the problem. Such a simple problem, and we are just getting panicked, and still it's not working. Since it is not working, still, and I don't think any problem is there's in the code. The code is see actually sometimes what happens is sometimes what happens there is a problem in editor that what is my because this Python 3.5 so you people should can you do one thing just remove one this one thing reset the code. Okay. Hmm. What happened? Yeah, I would prefer Python. They are not. What is happening? What is giving me JavaScript? See, I will always prefer you to please use another platform like for these platforms are too much irritating. See, the code is all it's too much right. We what we are doing. We are first. Let me understand you first. Now, I will explain you the whole code also. See, now I will using this reverse approach. That's not. I will. I see. I will explain you using these two pointers approach if the problem is still coming. Okay, because for interviews you can easily these are the interview level questions and they will not taking that what kind of interaction. Basically, they will be more focusing on logics. So you should remember the logic. In rare cases they will ask you to just open your code editors and code everything. So it's not so important. Then also if it is important, I will help you to do this thing. Uh, like what solution we so there was a solution of a two pointer. There was a solution of two pointer and one more. I think that was your I think this reverse the string the simply reversing the string. That's a one line code. So today now I will be so I will just try to use a one line code. I let's check. I'm also not sure whether it will work or not. So the time complexity of it is also big O of n and big O of n space complexity. So let us check key will it work or not. I used one temporary variable. Sorry. So, yes. I use one temporary. It's a temporary contains temporary string. Temporary string. A character in S. I am using. I iterating it. If character. See again. I'm using the putting the parameter characters. L num character dot L num. increase the pointer's character dot lower. Okay, then again it is not working. Return temp and temp. Use this use this slicing concept. Use the slicing concept. Okay, so let's run this code. This is a simple solution, and it should work. Now, what is the problem? Check line 11. Check home. And string out this no attribute A. It's a 9 line and 11. Okay. Okay. Let's submit it. That is no line. One minute. I think the thing is like this wants to check. I'm not understanding what that this want no update is some syntax error is there. So it's not attribute string attribute error, it's an attribute error is there. String object uh, string object. Okay, ask if I due to calculate is number and is num. Okay. Uh, it is saying that replace dot l number is dot is okay. Okay. So this is the Python. This how does the Python work? So that is the reason it didn't work. Again, so actually the logic I think it is using it's beyond the code and beyond everything. So, has some different sort of logic. So as we are getting short time, meanwhile I would be explaining you the code that what the code is saying. It's more it's a function is maybe this function is using something is something else that we cannot debug or you people cannot debug. That's no problem. Okay. Uh, let us do one thing. Um, First, I will explain you this one. This is a simple one. Uh, we have created an empty string called temp. Okay, notepad. We have created an empty string called called that is called as temp. So it is used for example if we are not using this no, this we this Naukri this editor. So this question consists of that alphanumeric characters spaces. If we do not have this alphanumeric character spaces, we can simply this use a reverse formula that how to reverse a string. You can watch it anywhere. But here, since it is the problem of removing those special characters also, I am using this temporary variable, it's temporary string, so that it will store only its letters and digits. Okay. So for example, for I'm using it for character in S. So this will traverse each character of the input string. Okay. For example, this let's take the output the test cases. Test cases are like C. 1 space 0 dollar D at the rate A. Okay. And dot. Okay, this is a test case. So line 4. So then we have to check whether so that is the reason. Check whether the character is a letter or a digit. So it it is a space or symbol. So ignore it. Okay. So then if it is a space symbol, then we have to ignore it. You can find it down in the question as well. So then convert a character to lowercase and add it to temp. You can then so then you have to increase the pointer of temp. Increase the pointer of temp. Convert the character to lower case and add it to temp. Okay. So like so like this, and the most important thing is this temp. How this temp is working? It's working. It's using the concept of creates a reverse copy of temp. This this function this function is used for creating reverse copy of string. It is used for creating the reverse copy of string. Okay. Like compare the original string with the reverse string. If both are equal, then return true. So what is happening in this one that like there is an letter A, B, C. Okay. So reverse copy of string will be CBA. So it will be checking from ABC from here and